Blondie is about to join the dark side. Welcome back to Fog Wrestling. Cody Rhodes speaking on his podcast. What do you want to talk about? Well, I don't want to talk about anything Cody Rhodes related, but here we are in 2025. The guy's getting forced down our throat, so it's kind of hard not to talk about the guy. But you know what? I just want to set the record straight here. Why is a guy that is the current face of the company, whether you like it or not, and we certainly don't like it, why is he on a podcast, his own podcast, discussing the fact that he's going to potentially turn heel in the next couple of months? Do they not care? Do you have no soul, Triple H, you bastard? I mean, honestly, why do we live in a world where nothing can happen organically and there's no surprises anymore? At least with the Cena heel turn, right? It was unexpected. Now, looking back, oh, well, they hinted at it a wee times. But was Cena talking about a heel turn back in January, back in February? No. He wasn't talking on a podcast like, oh, that's something we'd like to explore. And that's why it was good at Elimination Chamber. Yeah, what's followed's been mediocre and it's been pretty shite if you ask me. But the moment itself, it was unexpected. Definitely one of the biggest things they've done in years, undoubtedly. So why? Why would the biggest face, well, not the biggest, but he is the face right now, why would he even hint towards a heel turn? Answer me it, big man, because it doesn't make any sense to me. What happened to living in the moment in wrestling? Surprises, twists and turns, plot twists. They always talk about fucking cinema. Wouldn't the best course of action towards cinema be a plot twist, rather than the guy talking about it on his podcast?
You'd think so, wouldn't you? Ideally, that's what we'd get, but we don't get that. What we do get is basically Cody Rhodes going over everything that's going to happen, pretty much revealing that here, right now, I'm a face, but I'm going to turn heel.
You want to see a heel turn? And again, man. He's talking with Kevin Owens, that fat bastard, on his podcast. Didn't they have a feud? I don't know, a couple of months ago? And now, that's just forgotten about. Why is kayfabe so fucking dead? That podcast of his is the worst thing they could have done. Alongside that, Stephanie's Places. Who gives a shit about Stephanie's Places? Who cares what Cody Rhodes wants to talk about, man? See all these podcasts, it should be reserved for stuff that happened like decades ago, not stuff that happened a couple of weeks ago and months ago. It's pathetic. Anyway, that's what Cody Rhodes had to say regarding that his babyface run might be nearing an end. And I quote, yeah, you never say never in wrestling, and plenty of people have the capacity for the light and the dark. I don't know if we're on that road within the time that I've left in wrestling. Who knows, though? With Billy Ray sitting next to you, you never want to say never. End of quote. Shouldn't the face of the company turn around and say, no, I know some guys join the dark side, but that's not for me, because I love the fans. I love making kids happy. I'm this, I'm that. I'm the good guy. I'm the biggest dog in the yard. Because I've been pushed down your throat for years, brother. See Cena, man. You're like, see Nation. I love the kids. I love the Fruity Pebbles. Never give up. But no, Cody Rhodes is fucking teasing with the idea. Look at TV shows, right? Look at movies where people good eventually turn bad. Did they stop mid-sentence, look at the camera and break the third wheel, or the third wall? What's that saying? Break the fourth wall. That's it, the third wheel. The fourth wall, and be like, here, I know some people have turned bad. Think I should do it, even though I'm the main character? It's ridiculous, and they should never be fucking doing this, man. But anyway, let's actually talk about the heel turn itself, right? Do you care if Cody Rhodes bleaches his hair dark, brown, black, shite, you name it? I don't care, man. Honestly, the guy's been a disaster of a face. He's pathetic. His promos are shite. He cries his eyes out about his fat fucking daddy every week. Near enough every week. Is he going to do the same as a heel? Is he? What do you think he's going to do? No, what he would be good as a heel if he fucking called out his weirdo brother and all his fucking offspring. Now, that would be a good heel move. But is he going to bother his arse doing that? A good heel Cody would be like, you know what? See, when I was a good guy a couple of years ago and months ago, I put over my dad, but not the reality is, he was a fat fucking jobber that wore polka dots, and I'm the man. He was never face of the company. He was never world champion. He was a joke, and you all thought he was a joke. But guess what? I'm the man. I'm not a butt of the joke, and he's a big butt.
He never had the makings of a varsity athlete, did he?
No, he didn't. No, Tony Soprano. Somebody's half-deed, and I tell you what, wrestling's not half-deed. Wrestling is fully dead. I'm sick of it. I don't want Cody Rhodes on my screen. Personally, right, yeah, we live in an era where everyone is literally better as a heel than a face. See, back in the day, man, that was not the case. You had some great faces and you had some great heels, and it made for some great television. But see, now they don't care about television. It's just booking. Who cares about a heel Cody Rhodes? What does a heel Cody Rhodes do for you? Hit me with. Does that make you want to tune in to watch Raw or SmackDown anymore? Doesn't make me want to tune in and watch SmackDown or Raw anymore.
No, but I mean we do. I mean faces are just a bit more edgier now. Or heels are slightly more edgier and therefore probably more entertaining than faces, aren't they?
Oh no, of course they are, but I think that's a modern thing. Back in the day, man, you were supposed to love the faces and hate the heels. Now, because wrestling's so uncool and so fucking dorky, the faces are absolute goofs. They're the guys that would get bullied in school. They're the guys that would get bullied in the workplace. Back in the day, they were the cool guys, and the heels were like the super evil guys that would kill people and do shit like that.
Don't get me wrong, like the heels still fucking suck, and
Yes.
it's not like oh look, these heels are amazing, they're great. They're still bad, but I don't know. I just feel like if you're a heel, you're more slightly more edgier and maybe got more a bit more freedom on the mic.
Yeah, but what can Cody Rhodes do as a heel? Oh, he's got freedom on the mic. Well, what can Cody Rhodes do as a heel to make himself so much better in this current face run?
Fucking I don't know, swallow it or something because
Honestly, I think there's a case, right, that for every guy in wrestling that's turned heel, they've been a better heel than a face. I look at, I know people are going, well, people are going to disagree with Austin, right? See, personally, I think heel Austin's fucking fantastic, but some people, for whatever reason, think he's like, he's on the level of like a Curtis Axel 2001 Alliance Austin, right? But people prefer Hollywood Rock or like 98, early 99 Rock, which was a heel. Don't think people are going to say anything about Cena. People prefer NWO Hogan. And people prefer heel Triple H, etc., etc. Maybe Taker's one of the other examples where they prefer him as face, but that doesn't mean. But the true greats could do both. Cody couldn't do it as a face. It's like fucking Roman Reigns, man. He got forced down our throat for a decade, and then they went, "This ain't working." Roman Senior come back for having leukemia and bottling the COVID pandemic, which is nothing more than a flu. We're going to turn you heel. Turning Roman Reigns heel saved his career. Can it have the same impact for Cody Rhodes? We'll have to wait and see. But what I would say is, I don't think Cody Rhodes is in dire need of turning heel that Roman Reigns was back 5 years ago.
yeah, he's not quite getting the level of hatred that Roman Reigns was getting, but still sucks, doesn't he? At the end of the day, I wouldn't be surprised if he does turn heel.
Who's he going to turn heel on though? If you were to make a big bold prediction, people are hinting at a double turn between him and Cena.
Could happen. Like could happen.
It'd be shite though. A double turn. You can't just pluck a double turn out of nowhere, man. Why it worked in '97 with Brett and Austin is because Brett was beginning to turn whiny and Austin was beginning to get that over. It was time to pull the trigger. Cena was getting cheered going into the match at Mania, and Cody was getting booed. So therefore you couldn't do it at Mania, even though it had been far too early because he turned at the chamber. But my point is the reaction in New Jersey at SummerSlam going to be that much different than it was at Mania? No, Cena's going to be getting more cheers than Cody. So therefore, a double turn can't really work. You might say, well, sure, if they do a double turn, that means they're going to cheer for Cena anyway, and Rhodes was getting booed as well.
I think Cena will always get more cheers because he's a actual legend, whereas Cody Rhodes isn't.
Yes, but that's where you need to draw. That's where you need to come up with good fucking storylines. See, in 2001, when the new Austin was getting cheered anyway, what did they do? They sent him out there fucking battering Lita, battering the Hardy Boys, beating them to a bloody pulp, so it was like borderline impossible to cheer the guy. He was doing other heinous acts. What has Cena done that's so heinous for people to be like, oh, I can't cheer him anymore? Nothing, because no why? They're toothless. There's nothing edgy about the product.
Oh, he copied CM Punk's promo, and what people fucking liked it.
You're a potato salad, pal.
That's not like edgy. That's not a heinous act. That's not crossing the line.
They came out and cut the same shite promo scene against the state or the city of every fan group, and it doesn't work. You need to cut deeper than that, and the past has proven that, man. Anyway, we're done. We're signing out. I don't care about Cody Rhodes. Honestly, get him off my television screen. See if this fucking jobber beats John Cena at SummerSlam, man. I won't be a happy
It's
man.
the fact he says we're coming towards the end of this face turn.
Like he's achieved something.
And then he says, I'll be turning heel within the next 3 years. It's like, what? How can you be near the end? How can you be near the end of your face run, but it could still last another 3 years?
Not the not the
But see,
problem.
that's like Cody Rhodes suggesting that 3 years is not a long time in wrestling, when 3 years in wrestling should be a massive amount of time.
But no, the problem is with WWE these days, man. See any form of heel turn, apart from Cena, because they probably couldn't get him to do fucking dates to do a slow build. See Cody Rhodes' heel turn, it's going to be done over the course of like 9 months. Where
Yeah, you see it
there's
coming.
hints at it. Yeah, it's like fucking everything. See Jacob Fatu turning on Solo Sikoa Money in the Bank. Seen it coming for months.
I love you so long.
Tiffany Stratton on Nia Jax. Seen it coming for months. Right. See, like the Judgment Day, the whole stuff going on with Balor and Dom, and then before with like Rhea and Damian Priest, seen it coming for months, right? Even the other stuff in the bloodline with the Usos against Roman Reigns, seen it coming for months, right? And there's about 100 other examples that I'm just not going to get into. I could not give a single fuck about going through each thing. Everything is predictable. There's no living in the moment. It's overanalyzed. And yeah, you know what? You can turn around and say in this social media age, right? With us making videos among other people, right? And the way they've got the fucking press conferences and their shitey wee podcasts, that it was always destined to get overanalyzed. But the internet and podcasts have existed for a long time. And the reality is, was wrestling still no good when they existed?
I mean,
Look back
he
at
still had internet during the Attitude Era. He'd blogs. He still had. All right, it wasn't at the scale that it is now with certain social media websites, but you still had your online critics and shit like that. I mean, let's just not make excuses for it. It sucks.
yeah, and when we watch pay-per-views, right, in 2025, I feel like I'm in the moment. I feel like I'm watching a show, a TV show. It feels real to me. Seeing you put Raw or SmackDown on today, man. It nothing but it just feels artificial shite. Nothing about it feels real. Feels like you're watching a shitey fucking pantomime with F-list actors, man. And I say actors, I know actors are just fucking wrestlers. That's all they are, man. They're shite jabronis. Anyway, we're done. Fuck Cody Rhodes. Screw his heel turn. He's a jobber, man. Cry about your fat daddy some more. And aye, we're done here.